Welcome to Coach Chloe. Happy holidays and a very happy new year to you and your family. Thank you for taking the time to watch the special Hack Your Thoughts episode 2024 in reflection and lessons to carry into 2025. Our final episode for the year and our first episode as we enter the new year. It's perfectly timed as we stand on the threshold between 2024 and 2025. A moment to pause, to reflect, and reset. So for 2024, I went on a year long date with myself and fell deeply in love. I learned to stand on my own 2 feet. I learned to have a relationship with silence. I developed a relationship with myself, a healthy one. I learned to have a relationship with the voice in my head. I learned to understand the voice in my head. I learned to speak my truth, whether I was judged for it or rejected because of it. I learned to be at peace with my mistakes and be able to admit my mistakes so I could grow more into my true authentic self. I learned to love my flaws and my imperfections and see them for what they were, because those flaws and imperfections make me who I am, and I'm okay with being imperfect. My journey has been a journey of a lifetime. The concerts, the podcast episodes, thinking through that, the travels, going to different places, the retreats and learning and gleaning, the coaching moments, coaching others, coaching myself. They've all been part of my own incredible journey in 2024. That's my 2024. It's been an adventure of a lifetime, and I'm just getting started. Where have you been? And that's what we're going to talk about. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back to Hack Your Thoughts. Wishing you a very happy new year. Now, let me say that greeting again. I'm really wishing you a very happy, life changing, life altering new year. 2024, let's look at that in reflection and let's think about all the lessons that we can carry into 2025. I've just reflected. Now, let me walk you through some of the reflections that you've experienced. Whether you're catching this on New Year's Eve as the year winds down or you're listening as the new year begins, this is your space to honor the journey you've taken and prepare for the possibilities ahead. This isn't just about looking back or looking forward, it's about embracing the present moment right here, celebrating your growth and setting your sights on what truly matters. Tonight or today, whenever that is, when you're listening to it, let's reflect, release, and realign together. 2024 has been a year of lessons, transformation, of growth. For some, it may have been marked by major breakthroughs. For others, a quiet, steady progress. Both are worthy of celebration. This past year, we've explored themes like embracing silence, shifting mindsets, letting go of what no longer serves us, rising above self doubt, cultivating deeper self love. These are the building blocks of a truly meaningful life. the moments where we discover more of who we are and we learn to love who we are. Learn to love that voice in our head. Because, like I said, I always say to you, there is one relationship that you're going to have for the rest of your life, and that's a relationship with yourself. So, being able to learn who you are is to have a healthy relationship with yourself. So, take a moment to reflect. What has this year taught you? Maybe you've become strong in ways you didn't expect. Or perhaps you've learned to extend more kindness to yourself. Because growth can look different for everybody, but every step forward counts. Let's honor all of it, the challenges, the victories, the quiet moments of self discovery that brought us here. Throughout the year, we've explored powerful ideas that continue to guide us. So, one of those ideas was mastering your thoughts, turning your inner critic into an inner ally changes everything. When you speak to yourself with kindness, you unlock the courage to move forward. And I've been living that. I've been able to speak my truth like never before. This year has just been monumental for me. The more I speak to you, the more I'm speaking to myself. The more I share these thoughts, the more I'm actually embracing it and really, really, truly living this and understanding what it's doing for me. So I'm so excited about you exploring and also experiencing the same journey that I've been on. We've also, one of the other ideas that we talked about was the power of silence. Yeah, in a world full of noise, stillness brings us clarity. It reminds us that answers often emerge when we create space for them. If we don't create space, if we don't create the stillness or the silence, we cannot hear our true, authentic voice. We hear the clutter. We hear things that don't serve us. Another idea we talked about was letting go. We learn the freedom that comes with releasing what no longer serves us, whether it's a limiting belief, a fear, or even an expectation. Do you know when we have expectation of others and they don't come up to our expectation, we feel let down. We feel disappointed. We feel like someone slighted us. We feel like people did something to us. So think about it. Are we setting expectations of others that don't serve us? So being able to let go of that and focus on you. Just focus on you and learn how to love who you are. Coming to my fourth point is self love. This theme tied everything together. That's what we've called this here a journey of self love. A journey of self love. We've talked about the journey, not really having a destination, but having goalposts or markers that have been those little destinations because this is a continuous journey. We don't arrive and it's all done. We keep working at it. So just being able to trust ourselves, embracing our imperfections and showing up authentically is what true self love is. And that is something that I've experienced, and I'm so loving my life, so loving who I've become and who I'm becoming. And all these lessons fit into a framework that we can carry forward into 2025. So here's the framework: reflect, release, realign. Let me say that again: reflect, release, realign. And let's break that down. Reflect on your growth, the lessons this year has taught you, because this is what we're calling today's episode 2024 in reflection. So reflect on all the lessons this year has brought you, the nudges it has given you, the tough lessons that it's given you. Just today, I was speaking to someone about something that I went through just today. Was really tough. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But when I started reflecting, I realized what I didn't like was nudging me into the lessons that I needed to take into 2025. The second would be release. So we have reflect on your growth, release what no longer serves you to make room for new opportunities. So you want to clean out what is not serving you. Think about your closet until you take out old stuff that you don't, it's out of out of fashion or just is not your thing anymore. You cannot make room for something new. Um, or even if you're having a meal, when you're having a meal, until you clear out that plate, you cannot put anything else on your plate, right? So we had number one is reflect, number two is release, and three is realign. Realign with the person you want to become and the life you want to create. Realign with that. Realign with your purpose in life. Realign with your values. Realign with who you are authentically, your true self. And this framework isn't just for today. It's a mindset you can return to anytime you need clarity or a reset. As we stand on this cusp of transition, let's take a moment to reset and reframe. So reflect. What did this past year teach you about yourself? What did this past year teach you about yourself? What moments shaped your growth, big or small? Take a moment right now. Think about that. One thing, one thing that this year taught you that is different. And the second thing is release. What are you ready to let go of? What are you ready to let go of? Maybe it's a belief that's been holding you back or a fear you're ready to move beyond. Imagine leaving it behind in 2024 as you step into this new chapter, into this new year of 2025. So, what are you ready to let go of? And here's the third bullet: realign. What intention will guide you as you move forward? Let me say that again. What intention will guide you as you move forward? Choose something simple but meaningful, something that feels like a compass for your year ahead. What is that one thing, that intention that you want to realign with? And I can share that in 2024, my realignment and my intention was through a phrase. And the phrase for 2024 was billions of galaxies. I wanted to see unlimited possibilities manifest in my life. And so my wallpaper on my desktop, my phone, all had the galaxy. It was a constant reminder of billions of galaxies, possibilities. Anything is possible. And you know what? Because I that was what I held on to, that was the intention, that's exactly what I got. it's when I look back on 2024, it's hard to even believe that I got more than I bargained for because I was thinking that way. What is it for you in 2025? And I'm going to share mine in a moment, but I want to hold that for a quick moment. Let me say this here. This isn't about creating pressure with resolutions or trying to fix anything. It's about aligning with what truly matters to you and moving forward with clarity and purpose. So don't think about this as resolutions. Think about a word, a phrase that you want to hold on to, you want to anchor in versus I'm going to do this here, I'm going to get that done, this is what I want to, my goal is this, my goal is that. Think about a mindset or a value or a purpose, some intention. And I'm going to share what mine is, which was, it started to emerge in 2025. Um, and it came about because I was going through something really, really tough. I was having a challenge, and I brought it to my dad. And, I share everything with my dad because he's such a man of wisdom. Um, and so, anyway, I said, Dad, this is what's going on. And it's been a struggle. And he said something to me. He said, You were meant to leave a legacy. So be a legacy. And I'm like, wow, that's a mic drop. He said, everything, no matter what people say to you, no matter what people do to you, no matter what rejection you're getting, no matter what condemnation or judgment you're experiencing, he said, you do what you need to do to make the impact that you want and leave a legacy. Be a legacy. So, guess what? 2025 is about me being that legacy. Every word, I want to drop it as a seed. I want that, whether it's accepted or not, I drop it because that seed has the power to become a great, great sequoia tree or a giant tree. I've been reflecting on my own journey this past year. If there's one thing I've learned, it's the importance of trusting the process, even when the path feels unclear, because you're going to get, blockages. You're going to feel it's unclear. You're going to feel like it's hazy. I'm not sure, or I don't know. But trust the process and give yourself over to the process. Reflect, release, and realign. So for me, 2025 will be about embracing the present moment, showing up fully, not perfectly, not perfectly, and continuing to grow in my authenticity and my self compassion. My intention is simple for 2025: to live and to create purpose, to live and create with purpose, to stay curious, to lead with love. So I'm leaving a legacy and I am being a legacy. This year, I dated myself. In 2025, I want to take it a step further and make a lifelong commitment to myself to be everything I was meant to be, to do everything I was meant to do, to be my biggest cheerleader, and to live fully and completely without regrets, understanding that mistakes will be made, challenges will arise, there will be conflict. I'm not going to like some of the stuff, but they are all lessons and nudges that point me in the direction of where I need to be. Those lessons are what's going to stretch me and to help me grow and thrive so I can really, really, really leave and be a legacy. And number one is loving myself through that. What about you? What about you? As you reflect, release, and realign, what will guide you forward? As we close this episode, and it's like I said, it's the final episode for 2024, the first episode for 2025. I want to thank you. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. Your growth, your courage, and your presence makes this space meaningful. Here's a thought to carry with you as we step forward. Every thought you choose, every small action you take, and every moment of self love you embrace moves you closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. I'm going to say that again. Every thought you choose, every small action you take, and every moment of self love you embrace moves you closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. The new year isn't about perfection, it's about possibilities. So take a deep breath, honor your progress, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. Let's step into this new year together with courage, intention, and love. Happy New Year to all of you. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep hacking those thoughts. Who you are becoming is greater than who you were yesterday. Take care, everybody. See you in 2025.